Good evening, it's Brian at Fitzpatrick's Garage, Kildare. I can't figure out, are these the good batteries or the bad batteries? Anyway, never mind. We're going to have a look at a car. This is a Honda HRV 1.6 diesel, and this is an executive. So there's not many of these around. Brian's my name. If there's any information you want on the car, please do give me a call. 086-843-1945. We are Fitzpatrick's Garage here in Kildare town. So you got Honda and Max all down over here. And then in here you've got Hyundai. And then up the road you've also got Mercedes-Benz. This is the really nice car that we're looking at. This is a one-owner car from brand new. We actually sold the car brand new. I'm actually going to move around the corner here because this camera does not like wind. The nice thing about executives is basically that they are really high spec. This is the highest spec that the HRV comes in. So if you're looking at basically HRVs, there's kind of two models. The first model is what's called an ES. So an ES basically means you get things like parking sensors and cruise control and Bluetooth, but this as an executive gives you some really neat stuff. Now I'm actually after parking down in a kind of narrow area just for the reason being that it's less windy down here. So anyway, let's have a look around. So I'm going to show you some of the stuff that's standard on HRVs and then something that is unique to this particular car. So at the very front of the car, the first thing that we see is the headlamps. The headlamps are a LED style headlamp, so they're really good lights at night time and they look nice. They're kind of give that premium executive look. Full headlights in through here, and then this is a big long DRL daytime running light in through here. Front fog lights are standard down through there, and then after that you also have parking sensors as standard over here. After that then, the engine that's in these cars is a 1.6. That is a 1.6 120 horsepower engine. So that car, it has about 300 newton meters of torque. It is 180 euros per year for road tax, and they're extremely efficient. So the chassis that's actually on that HRV, it's actually the Jazz, the Honda Jazz. That's actually the chassis for that car. So it's quite, I suppose, it's a compact chassis. It's not heavy. So as SUVs goes, I would go as far as saying that is definitely one of the most efficient ones available on the market. The wheels are a 17-inch diamond cut wheel. The good thing about it is there's a big profile on the tyre. So the tyres end up being quite protected from the wheels get quite protected from damage and stuff like that on these HRVs, I find, which is quite useful. So as you see, it's quite reflective, it's quite nice. Moving down the side of the car, as you see, there is privacy glass on the rear. So a normal HRV won't have privacy glass. One of the giveaway things on them is the headlamps, first of all, which are those nice LEDs that we talked about. So that's how you know straight away that's an executive model. After that then, the privacy glass on the rear. There's also this thing here, which is a panoramic roof. We're going to look at that in a sec. And the other way you'll know an executive HRV then at the rear is LED tail lamps all the way through there. So the normal HRV has this area along here, which is LED, actually not quite the same. It's more of a multi sort of LED. These are nice executive, what I think they call Euro kind of style LEDs. So they look really, really nice, and they're a little bit tinted. The tail lights are tinted on the HRV. Parking sensors are standard across the back of the car. After that then we have a rear spoiler, which actually is standard on all the HRVs. Looks quite nice on the car, makes it nice and symmetrical looking along the rear. As we were saying, this car is a one owner car from brand new. This is your reverse camera in through here. It has keyless entry, so it just means when I have the key in my pocket here, it means all the doors and stuff will open for me just by feel and touch and all that kind of stuff. This tray, yes, it moves. Yes, some people say it's flimsy. It's actually not. The idea is that it's able to take more than a normal hardback tray would. So it's giving you more space, or you can yank it out and you have a load of space. The rear boot lid is in excellent condition all the way through. The previous owner, she did not have a young family or anything like that. And sorry, young family, it sounds discriminatory. She just didn't have a lot of passengers in the car. She did most of the mileage by herself. These are LED license plate bulbs, which are kind of cool. They look upmarket and executive, I think. So yeah, the reason I'm saying that to you is I suppose the rear of the car really did very little. HRVs, a lot of people think they're 3-door. They're not. Like the Civic, you have a recessed, here comes that wind again, recessed door handle in through here. So that door card is pretty much unused in the back. Child lock in through here, electric through windows here, nice surround around the rear speaker in through there. Leather HRV Executive gets leather. So you got 3 head restraints, 3 3-point safety belts. You got EXi-DTEC over here for a child seat. You got EXi-DTEC over there for a child seat. And then after that, armrest in the centre, which is retractable. There is leather on the rear of the seats. There is also kangaroo storage pockets in through there. There's drinks holder with storage in through there. And then the rear seats have a magic function, which means they have a tall mode on both sides if you want anything awkward to go in there. The top up here, these are nice LED. This car is all about LED. LED ceiling lamps in through there. Condition is really good inside the car, guys. So the back of the car, the seats, all that kind of stuff, really unused. Most of this lady's, so it's a one lady owner from brand new. Most of her driving was herself. Even her driver's seat, however, the bolster there, which is the most worn area in any car, is in really nice condition. Seat is obviously height adjustable. And actually, one little sneaky thing that these HRVs have is the passenger seat is height adjustable. You would not believe how many cars are not height adjustable on the passenger side. So same idea, anti-whiplash head restraints, so they move forward or you can let them back. The idea is obviously to reduce the amount of rearward movement of your head in relation to your neck if someone crashes into the back of you. While we're talking about safety, there's steel bars down the side for side impact protection, anti-lock brakes, emergency brake assist, emergency brake distribution. The headlights are automated, so when they meet traffic they'll actually dip, and then when you go into an unlit area they'll go full. The wipers are also rain sensitive, so there's a little sensor up there. It has a collision mitigation radar, so if it's looking forward and it sees you're about to, say, drive towards that Tucson under 32 kilometers an hour, it will apply the brakes if you haven't, to try and stop you from hitting the object in front. In through here we have our parking sensors front and rear, and actually what's nice on Executive, again specific to Executive, is a big reverse camera in through the centre with various settings in terms of what way you want the information to come through from the camera. There is storage, there is drinks holders which pop out and pop up and do all kind of stuff. Park, brake, lift, engage, down to disengage. I mean, it couldn't be any more simple. 6 forward gears with a nice short throw. It's a really, really nice gearbox. Heating controls which are dual zone, so different temperatures on each side of the car. It's all touch and swipe. Another ace up its sleeve. Executive has heated seats at the front, which is not standard. And the other thing as well is it also has a start stop button. So stop, fine, car's off, put my foot in through here on the clutch, and away she'll start up straight away again. Another thing, now I know we've already seen it very briefly, but you do have then this lovely glass roof which makes it nice and bright on the inside. Sorry, I forgot to say while we were talking about it, airbag, all the way down the side of the car and then side of the seat as well. This over my head, you can close it up, or if you want, you actually have a cover that'll open or close. So they're independent. So the cover does its own thing and the actual sunroof can do its own thing as well. So 2 different switches in through there, so it just makes for a nice bright cabin. This also has nav, so not standard on HRV in the ES model, but this one here, when it decides to start up, when I do the right thing, God, this camera is terrible. Please, I do apologise if anyone looks at the stock we have using these videos. I am going to get a better camera, but just trying to get time and money be handy. That is how we're going to work it. So Garmin navigation, all very straightforward and easy to use, and then after that you have your usual Android radio setup. Oh my god, can't press the button properly. Oh, that's a bit hard to do it looking through the camera. So phone and trip information, all that kind of stuff in here, and then Android functionality, like we'll say clocks and calendars and browser for internet and all that kind of stuff is in through there. So once you connect up your Wi-Fi, you can surf the web, not while you're driving though. As you said, the headlights are automated, nice big clocks in through here, and then usual things like trip computer, average speed, fuel efficiency, all that kind of stuff as well. Can't remember, I don't think I did say it, but when you're driving on these cars, as we were saying, books are 74 miles per gallon. Real normal people are in the region of kind of 60 to 65 quite easily. And the nice thing, 120 horsepower but 300 newton meters of torque, so they're really torquey as an engine goes. In through here you can also change the display to change colours into green when you're being economical and red when you're not being economical, so just kind of nifty little features like that. Wipers, we already said, were automated as well. And then in through here we were saying the econ function reduces how aggressive the cruise control is. and how aggressive the air conditioner is. The cruise control obviously sets and maintains speed, but what it also does as well is it is intelligent from the point of view of if you're in a speed zone, it'll actually read the speed sign. It'll tell you in through here where these little 3 dots are here, it'll tell you the speed zone you're in, and then it'll actually limit your speed accordingly. So kind of funky. After that, then usual things like an ultrasonic alarm and an immobilizer and all that kind of stuff. So this one owner, diesel, executive, HR. Oh yeah, one other thing, these are massive in the back, like really big. So if you look at, say, the likes of a Honda Jazz, ironically, being related to the Honda Jazz is a good thing when it comes to rear space. That's actually reclined slightly. Look at the amount of room I have. This is, remember, a small compact SUV. Bedroom's really good, and actually it's slightly limited by the sunroof, and it's still good. So they're a surprisingly big car in the back. So anyway, if you'd like information on the car, 086 843 1945. Brian is my name. HRV diesel executive. That is a lovely car. It's a really, really nice specification. There's loads and loads of features on the car, and the nice thing about HRVs is, because let's face it, like we do Hyundai here as well, and they make some lovely cars like, you know, Kona, and then there's, well, okay, Santa Fe is a bit big, and you got Tucson and all that kind of stuff as well. What I really, really like about Hondas is they're not everywhere. They're a little bit rarer, and that's what kind of makes them cool. They're different. They're just different. So if you want a car really well equipped, really, and there's significant price actually. If you look at that car, the price of the car brand new, there's over 10 grand gone off the price of that car. That car is 35 grand brand new. You look at what we have it listed at, there's already gone, you know, already over 10 grand gone off it. So I think that's great value for money. If you want a one owner car, if you want a car that's really well equipped, if you want a car that's really easy in fuel, that's really easy in road tax, and you want something that's a little bit different, and you want an elevated driving position, and you want to come to a garage maybe that, now look, most garages will do the same. However, we will take any trade-in, anything. And also then we deal with all the major lenders, so we can offer you finance and all that kind of stuff as well. And what's cool is it's a family run business in operation for almost 70 years. So, you know, we do try really hard to keep people happy, and that's why the garage is here so long. So look, I know everyone can say that, but genuinely, anyway, I try quite hard, and all the guys do here as well. So anyway, hopefully this car is of interest. If you want information before you travel up the country, if you want to know about your trade and roughly what it's worth or roughly what finance works at, please do give me a shout. 086 843 1945. Brian is my name. Thank you for your time.